Hello, welcome to ACMS, eFiler View in ACMS.
In this video, we will go over the eFiler Home View, their Appeal View, the Action tab, and the Document tab, as well as some extra features like how they can reset their password, their security question and answer, and how to submit a new hearing request as an eFiler. Let's get started. Here we are at the ACMS SignOn page. This brings us to the eFiler dashboard. We have the Claimant Profile. It will take us to the Claimant Profile. They will be able to update any of their personal information. They could update their language, their contact information, add any sort of special accommodations. We'll go back to the dashboard. Next, we have Submit New Hearing Request. I'll show you this at the end of the video. Following that, we have the Contact Us. If they click on the button, it will bring them to the Department of Social Services contact page. So this is the eFiler's dashboard. On here, it shows the filing date, the case number, their name, any of the involved agencies, the program, the due date, the appeal state, as well as if there's a hearing date and time, the ADH information, and then all of the buttons.
The action buttons appear during different appeal statuses. Postpone appears in scheduled status. Rehearing appears in closed status when the appeal has been closed by a release decision. Reopen appears in closed status when the appeal has been closed by a withdrawal, and withdrawal status appears in pending review, pending scheduling, and scheduled statuses.
So the first one is postpone. So if they were to click on the postpone button, it would take them to the action tab, and then the claimant could request a postponement. Next is the rehearing button. If they click on the rehearing button, it will also they can also place a rehearing request. They need to upload a document as well as add an action note. Next is reopen. So if they were to click on it, it would bring the reopen task, and they could enter in a task note. And then next is withdrawal. So if they would like to withdraw their hearing, they can from here. And then following that, they have the upload button is available in the hearing statuses pending review, pending scheduling, scheduled, heard. When an appeal is closed, the claimant does not have the ability to upload additional documents. So let me show you the upload button. So this is where the claimant can upload a document. So they would click browse, and then it would bring a pop-up. And this pop-up would be from their laptop or phone. It would be the files that they have on there. So we can add a document. So this test document, you click open. Next, they could add in a description if they would like, and then they would click save. The document would then be uploaded into the Documents tab. Next, I'll show you the appeal view. So we will go to the pending scheduling appeal. In the appeal view, the eFiler is able to see their case number again, any sort of contact information. They can see the hearing representative. This information is unique by county. So if the county does want their contact and phone number and the personal email available, then it will show here. If a county wants either or, it will show only, either the email or the contact phone number. And then another option is the county could request for only the county's agency email. And so then that would display here instead of the county worker's personal email. As we continue to scroll down, it provides the program, the issue description, responsible agencies, any sort of case numbers, the notice of action date, as well as the PIN. Other involved parties, this would be beneficiaries, foster children, they would be listed here. And then next would be information about the aid paid pending. And then following that is the interpreter, and then the authorized representative. If there was one, they would be listed here for this appeal. And then the hearing preferences, how they would like to be notified, and then the modality of their hearing. And if there was an expedite request, it would be listed here. And then any sort of supporting documents that the claimant uploaded. So that's the appeal tab. Next, we'll go to the action tab. So at the action tab, for them to take an action on their appeal, they would click New, and then it will provide a list of the actions. And then next is the Documents tab. So this is where the claimant is able to view their documents here in the Documents tab. They're able to see the date, category, type, if there is an exhibit number, the name, and then also the file, if there's a description, if it was system generated, when it was mailed, and if it's marked confidential. In order for the claimant to view the document, they would click on the hyperlink next to the paperclip. What this will do is it will download it onto their computer. And so here's the acknowledgement letter. Now, if the claimant was to click on this, they are only going to be able to see the document file. So those were the 3 tabs that the eFiler can see. Now I will show you the extra features. So I'm going to go back to the home, and the first one that I want to show you is how a claimant can update their password. So they would go to My Account and then Password, and then they would enter in their current password, the new password, and then confirming that new password, and then they would click Save. The next item that I want to show you is how they can update their security question and answer. So we'll go back to home, they'll go to their Claimant Profile, and then scroll all the way down, and then they can update the information here, and then click Save. Press OK, and now that updated their security question and answer. Next, I will show you how an eFiler can submit a new hearing request. They will click on New Hearing Request. This will lead them to the appeal information that they will then fill out. You'll notice right here this blue box, and it says 1 of 5 steps. So the claimant would need to go through all 5 steps in order for the appeal to move into pending review. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that process. This is just a test case, so I'm just going to be entering in test information. They would enter in the county, and then the program, and then the issue description. And if they knew the notice of action date, they can add that as well. As they continue to scroll down, if they needed to add another issue, they can. If not, they would press Save and Next. Now we are on step 2. eFiler can add in any involved parties. So that would be the beneficiary, a foster child, dependent child, or adult. And so then they would click Yes, and then they would fill in the information of that beneficiary. And if they would like to add an authorized representative, they would do the same thing. They would click Yes, and they would then select from the drop-down from either professional AR, other AR organization, or other individual. I will show you the professional AR, and then they would be able to select from the agency that they have the AR with, and they would enter in their name, and then how the authorized representative would like to be notified, and then entering in email address, and then scrolling down. If there were additional parties that they would like to add, they could. If not, they would press Save and Next. The next one is about their hearing. There's information about the aid paid pending, and then the language information. Next is about their hearing, how they would like to be notified, what modality they would like to select. Then it has the contact information of the claimant. If they would like to request an expedite, they would press Yes and then enter in the expedite reason. If they want to just save this step, they can. Or if they would like to save it and then go to the next step, they can do that as well. So for this example, I'm just going to save it. I'm going to go back to the home page so then I can show you what it looks like from there. The case that we were working on is this first one, and the way that we know that is because it shows us the steps, as well as it has no state hearing number. The claimant would need to continue to submit that hearing request in order for it to generate a state hearing number. So we'll go back into that request. To do that, they would just press the No Case Number link, and it will bring them back to the step that they left off on. So we completed this one, so we'll click Save and Next. Following that, we have any supporting documents. If they would like to add it at this step, they can. They can add one document at a time at this step. So they would click Browse and then upload the document that they would like. If they have additional documents, they can add it here. If they do not, then they would just press Save and Next. So I'm going to say No and then move to Save and Next. This is our final step. So this is the review of the hearing request. So the claimant can review, make sure everything that they entered is there, and then they would press Submit, and then it will generate a state hearing number. So here's that state hearing number, and it's also on the dashboard. So now it has updated, so we need to scroll down, and now here is that hearing request that we just did. If you have any questions about the eFiler view, please feel free to reach out to us at acms@dss.ca.gov. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.